Laudato Si and Catholic Healthcare, Addressing Climate Change. In the Canticle of Creatures, St. Francis of Assisi invited all creation to join him in praising its creator, Laudato Si. According to an early biography, St. Francis himself explained the motivation behind the hymn. I wish to compose a hymn about the Lord's creatures, of which we make daily use, without which we cannot live, and with which the human race often offends its Creator. Over 800 years later, Pope Francis has expressed these same concerns in his encyclical Laudato Si. In his encyclical, Pope Francis makes a moral and scientific argument for recognizing and taking action on climate change.
If present trends continue, this century may well witness extraordinary climate change and an unprecedented destruction of ecosystems, with serious consequences for all of us. Climate change is a global problem with grave implications: environmental, social, economic, political, and for the distribution of goods. It represents one of the principal challenges facing humanity in our day. Its worst impact will probably be felt by developing countries in coming decades.
Greenhouse gas emissions are increasing worldwide, resulting in an overall warming effect and increased climate volatility. The poor are most at risk from the negative consequences of climate change, and thus Pope Francis makes the case that we should take measures to combat climate change in the interest of both the environment and humanity. Hospitals and healthcare facilities are the second most energy-intensive building sector in the U.S., representing more than 8% of the country's annual energy consumption, according to the U.S. Department of Health. Fuel consumed for energy directly results in large amounts of greenhouse gas emissions, which contribute to climate change and lead to rising sea levels and air pollution. To combat the negative effects of climate change, healthcare organizations are finding ways to reduce carbon emissions. One example is the twice LEED Platinum certified Dell Children's Medical Center of Central Texas in Austin, Texas. LEED certified buildings save money and resources and have a positive impact on the health of occupants, while promoting renewable, clean energy over the lifetime of the building. A natural gas-powered plant is the primary energy generator for the hospital. In addition, the hospital incorporates renewable energy from a wind farm in West Texas and utilizes a solar array on their roof. Through these energy-saving measures and the emphasis on having a small carbon footprint, Dell Children's provides a great example of addressing climate change. Our positive actions to prevent climate change bring to life the message that Pope Francis has made clear for us, that human progress and care for the environment are one and the same thing.
Put simply, it is a matter of redefining our notion of progress. A technological and economic development which does not leave in its wake a better world and an integrally higher quality of life cannot be considered progress.